Good evening, everyone, and welcome to History Bite number 6. I'm Walter, your mobile historian and blue-collar scholar. This History Bite is entitled President John Adams and the Haitian Revolution. As you all know very well, John Adams is my favorite founding father, one of my favorite presidents, as he is a very undervalued figure in American history, and that's very unfortunate because he was a man of a litany of accomplishments, one of which was helping the modern-day nation of Haiti, win its independence from the French. How did he do that? Well, allow me to explain. In the late 1790s, during his one term in office, President Adams was dealing with the quasi-war with the French. That was an undeclared naval war. They were very angry at us as a result of the Jay Treaty a few years earlier, and as a result had been attacking our merchant shipping in the West Indies and in other spots. And during that same time period, the Haitian Revolution was going on. It had begun well before Adams's presidency and continued well after he left office. But in that time period, the leader of the Haitian Revolution, General Toussaint Louverture, seeing an opportunity, sent an envoy to the United States requesting both military and financial aid for them to fight the French. And President Adams, in our ongoing problems with the French, saw this as an opportunity on multiple fronts. First and foremost, he would be helping a people win freedom. As we already know, President Adams was not a slaveholder, and he despised slavery and was certainly willing to help destroy it when possible, so he could cover this base. He also saw it as an additional way to strike back at the French and helping them lose a very profitable colony. Haiti was known as Saint-Domingue at the time. So President Adams seized this opportunity and immediately received an envoy from Toussaint, almost the equivalent of an ambassador, and began sending him money, or not him per se, but the revolution, money, arms, and everything else they needed to fight the French. I'm not sure the exact amount of American war materiel that was sent to the island, but one can be assured that when it comes to specifics, President Adams provided the support of the U.S. Navy. He provided guns. He provided gunpowder. Okay, other types of munitions, cannons, you name it. Almost, it wasn't a blank check, but he was certainly willing to help in any way that he could. And the Haitians, beyond question, appreciated this American aid and guaranteed the safety of all American vessels that were docked or anywhere near the island. This also had the effect of gaining the United States a new ally in the world. Certainly an accomplishment on the part of Adams in doing that. Even though Adams left office in 1801 and the revolution in Haiti continued for another 3 years, his financial and military aid to the country undoubtedly helped them continue their war against the French until they finally did declare independence from France on the 1st of January, 1804. By then, Thomas Jefferson was in the White House, and as a slaveholder, and one who viewed the Haitian Revolution with utter contempt. I mean, how could a slaveholder view a revolution done by enslaved people with admiration? Jefferson outright refused to grant the new country any form of diplomatic recognition and cut off all commercial ties with the island. Regrettably, the United States would not recognize Haitian independence until 1862, during the very crucial early years in the American Civil War. So, with that, I hope you learned a little something. Once again, to the credit of my good friend in history, President John Adams. So I thank you for listening to this History Bite, and I'll talk to you at the next one. Take care.